Here's my three-leg parlay in college hoops on Wednesday night. Let's start in the ACC. Stanford traveling to Notre Dame as a short favorite. They're laying 2 against the Fighting Irish. And we get a discount here because the Cardinal have struggled on the road, just 3-6 against the spread this season. But Notre Dame is in a tailspin. They've lost 7 of 9 straight up, and their defense has absolutely betrayed them in the past 5 weeks. Their 2-point percentage defense inside the arc, 354th in the entire country. And here comes Maxime Reynaud. The big baguette is the only player in the country averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds. He is going to dominate on the interior in this one and help Stanford get to their 20th win of the season, hitting the 20-win mark for the first time in 5 years. Now let's stay in the ACC as Clemson travels up to Chestnut Hill to take on the Boston College Eagles, but it is white flag time for BC. They will not be headed to Charlotte for the ACC tournament. They've already been eliminated, and recently they've been losing and losing badly. In their past 6 defeats, the Eagles have lost by an average of 13 points per game. Clemson, meanwhile, is ascending. If you look at the metrics since February 1st between both Bart Torvik and Evan Mia, they are a top 10 team nationally, and they've covered in 6 straight games going away. They've bested the closing number by an average of 11 points per game. So those are sweat-free covers across the board for Clemson, and they're doing it with a 3-point shot and turnover margin. Here's the thing with Boston College. They're really sloppy with the rock, and they struggle to defend the 3-point arc. I think Clemson's going to win by north of 20 here. And let's cap off this 3-leg parlay, hopefully cash a 6-1 ticket with an ugly under out of the A10. LaSalle is traveling to play George Mason. The total is set at 133.5. I like under here because it is also white flag season for the Explorers. They are lost in the wilderness. Let's just be honest. Fran Dunphy is retiring at the end of the season, but it seems like his players are going to jumpstart on that. They've lost 7 straight games, and during that 7-game losing streak, they've mustered just 62 points per game. And they're up against a George Mason defense that is not only elite by A10 standards, but elite by national standards. When you look at how teams are shooting across the board, 38% against the Patriots. That's the second best defensive mark in the entire country. George Mason, with their pace, is going to slow this game way down, grind it to a halt in the half court, and that's why I like under 133.5. So let's go Stanford laying the points, Clemson laying the points, and under between LaSalle and George Mason, and try to cash this 3-leg parlay.